All right. Hi, friends. It's Ashley. Let me take a seat. Things look different. First video back. Bro, y'all already know if you're new to this channel or if you not you don't know if you're new to this channel, but you already know as soon as I started filming, my camera was about to die. But what was it, like a year ago? I got 2 batteries for each of my cameras. So you can't yeah, okay, anyway. I am back. I'm trying to get back into regular content for y'all. I've been doing like a lot of lives and they've been emotional, traumatic, I ain't gonna lie. But I just wanted to be keeping y'all updated and not wondering like, so where is she? What's going on? It's been a lot going on. So as you see, I've moved. I've moved twice in the last 2 months, I guess. Now I'm in a safer neighborhood. Um, you've been watching the lives. I've been just documenting them very raw. Um, the first landlord, the videos that y'all are or comfortable with seeing. Hi, by the way, my name is Ashley. If I didn't say that, but the videos y'all have been seeing were in my old safe home, and then that landlord turned into a snake. And he sold it. It was a duplex I was living in. He sold the duplex to the downstairs neighbors, and he did it within like 2 weeks. So my family only had 2 weeks to relocate and find a place. So we were looking for a place, and we found one in Milwaukee. Unfortunately, we're gonna get into that. Why I say unfortunately, and if you know already, if you've been watching the lives, but you know already just by the city of Milwaukee in general. But we're going to educate the people that do not know, or reinform the people that want to be hard-headed about it. Because it's been like weird. I don't like, I don't want to be all over the place, but I don't like how it's not even y'all. It's my Facebook audience. I don't like how ignorant my Facebook audience is, and it's some of my friends and family, or just people you may know, um, having opinions or trying to silence what I've been saying about Milwaukee. Milwaukee is not a safe place. Let's just be straight up. It is not a safe place if you're trying to raise a family or if you're just concerned about your own safety in general. Let's just say you live on your own. That's scary. I know people that live on their own, and what if something happened to them? And then, like if you live on your own, you come, nobody's expecting you to come home. So how do people know when you're missing or you're hurt or something like that, right? So you got to have family outside of the home. It's a whole thing just for safety in general that you shouldn't have to take so extreme. Like you should keep those things in mind, but you should be in a safe environment where you're like, okay, I don't have to be watching my back, because that's how it felt. So those 2 weeks, the snake of a landlord, Glenn, whatever his name is, very long, ridiculous name, his business, top-notch properties. Don't trust that business. Do not rent from that person. Do not try to buy anything from that person. And the people downstairs were really ghetto. Sorry. I'm waiting on a phone call in like the next 10 minutes. It's kind of word vomit, but I'm trying to catch y'all up with some collected thoughts. I may have to just stop and redo this video, which is fine. But it's just been a lot going on. Transitioning your family twice from moving. So we moved to Milwaukee. We moved on July 15th. And within 5 days, my husband's birthday was July 20th. Somebody was trying to steal our car for the 3rd time. And it's only when we brought our car to Milwaukee. And you could be like, well, don't you know about the Kia boys? Don't you know not to do that? I'm only coming to Milwaukee to make money. Those are the only times I'm bringing my car over here. Otherwise, I'm doing stuff in the suburbs. I'm doing stuff in a way safer place because I got a child. I know better. I'm only coming over there for the money, and I'm not staying for a long time. I don't even come there at night. So if you see my past stories, but I'm putting our son down for bed. We are at our new place. The car was parked in front of the house, and shame on Ring. Their sensitivity, you have to adjust it to the max. My husband, like a day or so prior, just installed the Ring cameras, and he didn't have the sensitivity all the way up. How do you not notice when somebody's right in front of your house, the notifications did not go off? There was a whole like van that pulled up, and they broke the door handle off the driver's side just to make it an inconvenience, because Yeah, shout out to those people. We hope karma, we know karma. We don't even have to hope. We know karma will be served to you in the worst way because you're just bothering innocent people. That's what I'm talking about. Living in Milwaukee, just like the most randomest, craziest stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm putting my son down for bed and I hear pew pews. I'm putting my son down for bed. Let that sink in. Like parents can understand, but if I have younger viewers or maybe single people, imagine how traumatic that is. My son didn't understand what's going on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait a second, then I'm gonna check the front door. Because I knew to check the front door. My husband was in the back. We finally had a backyard. It was so funny. This was like the biggest place we had, um, where we were finally downstairs people who could utilize the backyard. So he's in the back because it was his birthday with his friends. His friend hears the car alarm going off, and Carrie goes to the front of the house to go check. He's walking on the side of the house, pew pew. If he didn't turn the corner quick enough around the house, I don't even want to imagine what would have happened. Somebody had some type of weapon, um, and it was basically like back off, and then they sped off. Y'all couldn't even get to the point of stealing the car. Y'all weak. Do better. If you want to be a criminal, do better. Because you couldn't even get past that point. Most of the people in Milwaukee who be doing this mess, ignorant, stupid as hell. Because it's always my child's window that they be trying to break. So shame on you. We know karma's going to be served to you. But they don't notice the huge steering wheel lock in the car. So you're not even going to get past that point. Some idiot broke the window and he thought he could bend the steering wheel lock. There's rocks up here. But a lot of my content I was talking about, we want to say black people are so great. I know I'm black. My husband's been showing me this content creator, Long Live Langston. He be saying real stuff. I just be checking my phone. I'm sorry. I got all of my notifications on. But check out his channel. He really be talking about just how crazy black people are. And it's just we want to say don't stereotype. But why is it always us? You can tell. You can tell like a genuine black person minding their own business. And you can just tell a crook, a stank ass nigga. Let's just be honest. You can tell the difference. How the way people carry themselves. You can be educated. I don't even got like a college degree or anything like that. You can be educated. You can look. You can just look put together. You can look like you minding your own business. You got a different aura. Let's just even say that. Because I'm not even about the finances or trying to flex on people. You can tell by how I carry my aura that I'm minding my business. I'm not trying to do crazy mess with people like that. Because I know people work hard for their stuff. And you can just tell a random bum watching you being crazy. It's probably a lot of mental health stuff. I had to quit the job that I was working with these children. I tried too hard with these kids. I had this job. This is a whole catch-up video, by the way. So hopefully it's all connecting here. But I had this job where I was helping children with mental illnesses in this program, getting them out of the house, trying to find resources for them, and etc. And the parents ain't feeding most of the kids. So my community came together. I put together like an Amazon wish list, and we got snacks because the kids would always, every time I hung out with them at their scheduled time, they would say they were hungry. I'm like, you ain't ate breakfast? It's noon. She's no. So I was able. I feel like I had a sneeze. I was able to get my yoga community get together, and I always had snacks in the back of my car. So when I hung out with the kids, I could give them some snacks. At least that's what I could do. But it got to the point, it's like I'm doing so much and the parents ain't doing anything at all. This one child really, she loved yoga. That's why we got paired together. And she wanted to do gymnastics and stuff like that. She just really wanted to be active. But, there's a lot of limited resources and things you can do. They're working on the streets. Whew, PTSD. I grew up in the suburbs. But after living a month, any crackling stuff sounds like pew pew. You know what I mean? But I know they're doing some street work. Whew, man, we're gonna get into that. But with this child, all she wanted to do was go to the YMCA, and the parent refused or just never signed the paperwork so I could take her to the YMCA and let her run around, teach her handstands and stuff like that. We were doing stuff, but it was only seasonal. All I could do was really take these kids to the library because I was free, and I would take them to the park. I would take them to the park so I could teach them some yoga, maybe some handstands and stuff like that. But it got to the point I'm like, these parents aren't even trying to be involved, and it just seems like, as my mom said it, because she also was working kind of in the same thing. We're just glorified babysitters. So at that point, I'm like, I see how it is. I'm not trying to work for a check, and I'm not seeing any progress with that, right? So I had to leave that. Yeah, just too crazy. And to only be paid once a month, jobs like that, and then like the pay day would switch. Okay, it's the last day of the month, or it may be a few days before. It was too much. It was ran by Black people. I ain't even trying to be like that. I am not. Because that's, as a prime example, myself, when I had my son, I had somebody teaching at the studio that night, and she'd like message me like the next morning or something. Hey, I know you just had a baby. I'm not trying to, intrude or anything like that, but could you pay me for my class? I got you. Even though I just had a baby, I'm gonna make sure you get paid. Black people is a whole different situation. So yeah, bringing it back, we had to move to this place. Um, Immediately after that, the 5 days of living there, pew pews, had to get a new car. But thank God we actually got a luxury car, and I'm not gonna do no car tours. I'm sorry, but you will see the car videos that I post, the lives and things like that, but you're only gonna see the interior. I used to feel comfortable doing stuff like that, but now people are just too crazy. But thank goodness, thank God, I do not live in the hood no more. People, what I was saying about my Facebook people that be watching, whether they're haters or actually have some concerns that they want to share. Um, what was my point? I just, you can't change the neighborhood. Okay, picture this. Can you be in my shoes for a minute of having only 2 weeks to find a place? You found this place. We found this place and we thought it was safe because we've been over there for 10 years. Grandma literally lived walking distance. So we could walk, drop our son off, and it would be easy, for babysitting, etc. If we got to go to work, or, just parents understand if you just need a break or something like that. It would have been easy and no gas or miles had to be spent. But the people are too ghetto. I feel like these people were plotting on us. They seen the nice stuff we have. And Bro, I'm now 27. I've been on YouTube for a hot minute. I've acquired all of this stuff, but I worked very hard to get these things that I have. Um, and they probably seen what we were loading into our house. Shout out to my friends that had helped us move twice. July 15th and then September 1st is when we moved again. Crazy. So, we couldn't even sleep at the house after that happened. We went to grandma's house. Had to do a whole police report. But what do the Milwaukee police do? Nothing. Um, Trying to have that die down. Trying to look for a better job because now we got a car payment. We paid our car off March of this year. We threw the whole tax refund or whatever, your tax return to pay the car off so we would have low insurance and no car note, right? But we had to live in nigga land. I'm gonna stop the video really quick and try to restart it because I know it's gonna like split my video anyway. But yeah, we had to move to nigga land. We had a garage. It's just unfortunate that we had it parked on the street, right? Because he was planning on doing something later that night. I was gonna be home with our son. It's his birthday, right? He got a right to go hang out. He's an adult. But just niggas watching, looking, plotting. It was even the same thing when we were moving out on September 1st. Long phone call. This nigga was on the phone just pacing across the street as me and my husband were loading stuff in the car before our friend showed up to help. just pacing and looking. What are you doing? The phone call can't be that long. If it's insurance or you on the phone sharing personal information, you should be in your house. Unless you're talking to one of your homeboys, homegirls. Because, yeah, just random activity. And if you have a Ring camera, then you know how crazy it is. The Hearing pew pew shots, missing dogs, porch pirates. That was a daily thing over there. I seen somebody jump our fence on the Ring camera to just grab our basketball. They didn't come to the front door to ask, can I borrow this? They just took it and then like a day or so later returned it. That was my husband's like birthday present from one of his friends because they was going to the park. They was going hooping and stuff like that, right? Um, but even after all of that happened, um, 5 days of living there, we told the landlord we're not staying. We are not renewing. And I think my husband's here. Then he tried to sell the house to us 2 weeks of just after we signed our lease. He tried to sell the house to us. Why would we stay here if somebody almost, you know what? So that's like where like all of my anger has started. What's good? What's that?
Oh, Spectrum.
They sent another box.
I don't know.
More internet stuff. Woo. Okay, okay, this lady's calling me anyway. Hello, this is Ashley. Another thing, I guess we'll just deviate to another topic. Random package from Spectrum arrived. My internet was out for the first 2 days I was here. Today's like September 4th as I'm filming this. We had to have a guy from Spectrum come out. Very nice, like Russian guy. I ain't even trying to be like that, but every time I'm dealing with somebody who's like not from here, it's always excellent service. These crazy like these white landlords, I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to be crazy like that, but these white landlords be crazy. I have a foreign landlord and we had a foreign Spectrum guy come out to do the internet. Exceptional quality, very nice man. He came into the house with his work boots on and he knew we didn't have to say anything. He took his work boots off so he could, start drilling a hole or something like that. Apparently the storm knocked the internet out or something like that. The cords were cut. So there was just no way to even just, we're going to get into the Spectrum story of just unplug your modem router stuff and then move it to the next place. So he had to do all of this. And now I think they're coming back today to actually bury the cord. So he was out in the wild, as Carrie was saying. I was trying to keep Bear out the way, so me and my mom, we were just riding in. It's a beautiful neighborhood. Let Bear finally, because we got him his nice little red car. If you've been seeing my Instagram, I don't really post him on there, but for his birthday, I got him a nice little BMW kid car. So he was riding it up and down there while the guy was doing the internet stuff. I just didn't want him in the way, but Bear was enjoying himself. But the internet guy, very nice man. He's like, I've heard too many times of where people are just like, because they're like, there's no way to get just internet here, so we're gonna have to figure it out. And I've heard that too many times, but he was genuine when he said we're gonna figure it out. That was today, or yesterday. He got it done. So somebody's gonna come out today and do the burial, bury the cord and stuff, just so it's not a hazard, I guess. But prior to all of this mess, Carrie and I are on top of our stuff. Like, I don't mean to toot our own horns, but my friend Monica, shout out to Monica if you're watching this video, about tooting your own horn. Because she's like, toot your horn. You are a very intelligent and smart and creative person. So I love you and I appreciate you for that. We are on our stuff. We are very responsible. We went in 2 weeks prior to us moving and we let Spectrum know of our internet change. We're going to be moving, or that we're moving in the next 2 weeks. Please have this address ready for internet connection. Is it ready? And they said yes. Okay, fine. 2 weeks later is September 1st. We move in and we trying to plug stuff in. Don't work. Red box. It's supposed to be blue. Red glowing light. What's going on? So my husband was on the phone for 2 hours talking to this person. They're like, come in and change your modem and router and all that stuff. I don't know. Don't quote me on the technical terms I'm using. Bring your equipment in, and we'll give you some new equipment to plug in, and it should work fine. And I told them, we go in on Labor Day, and I told him, I've had not very good experience with the technician, so can I please schedule an appointment just in case I need somebody to come in same day? Oh yeah, you know what? Go ahead. This is what the guy said. Go ahead, plug in your equipment, and if it don't work, then you call, because if you schedule, then it's going to be $69. But if you call after, it's considered a rescue call. I'm like, I hate how the salespeople try to butter you up because they know it's not going to work. So we come back home, equipment didn't work. Now we on the phone again. I think it was yesterday, or maybe even the day of. Oh no, we call again, bothering these people on Spectrum. Twice I had to call and be on the phone for not 4 hours out of my day. 2 hours in the morning, tried the equipment, had to stop in person. Now 2 hours again, and they talking about, okay, we gonna have somebody come out the next day. So September 3rd, because today's the 4th. Somebody came out about 1, supposed to be here at 1. He came in at 2. The very sweet man that actually got the internet going. But like, you see how much I had to go through? I told y'all 2 weeks ago. Somebody put in the wrong address. I just try to be on my stuff. But anyway, now we got internet, so that's why I'm able to do these videos. We're going to be on it. We're going to be cracking with this. Okay, as far as that, next update. Karma Community Garden. Detea Johnson is crazy, okay? So I actually worked with this person last year. We did a one-off class, and she didn't pay me my full amount. She paid me like 75%. And she's like, okay, I'm looking at her, and she's like, okay, I got you like in a few days. It actually turned into like a month or two later. She owed me $50, and it took her that long to get it. If you're getting sponsored, why are you bagging the money? Like, why can't you know what? Like, if you're getting a sponsor, why are you like money laundering? Like, why can't you just give the sponsored money to the person that's doing the service that you asked for? But it's black people activity, and it's always like under the table. I'm not gonna like be upfront with you, right? So, okay, whatever. Then she hits me up again. Oh, my light died. She hits me up again later or earlier this year to do the whole summer. So I'm supposed to be here every Wednesday doing a class at the Karma Community Garden Center. She doesn't promote it. I'm responsible for the flyer. Okay, that was a new job I didn't know I was supposed to do. So a month before we started this whole series on Wednesday to promote these classes, I had to do this flyer, and she only had 15 flyers to hand out. We wasted half of the time. Okay, first time. The first Wednesday we were supposed to have class, nobody showed up. I know. He's watching TV. I'm joking. Hi, Mommy. Then, after that Wednesday, nobody showed up. She telling me we should go canvass the neighborhood, and she wanted to only keep it in a 2-mile radius. So, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm getting paid for the classes. This should have been an outside service you requested. I'm going around knocking on people's doors in the hood to try to hand out flyers. These people don't look like they want to do yoga. Why can't I appeal to my audience of people that live a little bit further out to come to this community garden? So it looks like, hey, it's happening, it's cracking. We going up to people's houses, they smoking cigarettes. Not saying that people that do yoga can't smoke cigarettes, but I'm like, you can tell. And you're not trying to be judgmental, but you can tell, like, they upstairs drinking beer, smoking cigarettes. They looking at us like we crazy. Like, why are you knocking at my door? We knocking at people's door, and she only waiting like a millisecond, and if they don't answer, then she's moving on to the next door. I'm like, you don't even want to say hi? And she tells me, I have my master's, and this is a foolproof idea that I've done in the past, and I know it's going to work. Ain't nobody show up but my mom. One time we had 6 people, but only my mom was consistent at coming to this Wednesday class. And I consider that a participant. I don't care how small or how big a class is. I will teach to one person. Okay? And she's like, it's not successful. I'm like, it's not successful if nobody comes. But if you can get one person to come, it's sponsored. It didn't even come out your pocket. So one company sponsored half of the year or half of the summer, and she was supposed to secure a sponsor for the second half of the summer, which she didn't do, and which she didn't tell me until the day. She usually tells me the day or two before, or the day of. A day or two before, or the day of. She's very unprofessional when it comes to that. But she has a master's. She will be quick to tell you she has her master's degree. Um, so don't do it's really hard. You got to be real choosy. Pick and choose who you do business with people who live in Milwaukee. Because I'm expecting a check while all of this is happening with my family and the moving and all of that. I try to give her a heads up. I'm at the dealership. I'm gonna miss a day. And she's just like, okay, that's okay. We're gonna cancel today or the whole program, the rest of the program. Okay, well, why wouldn't you tell me that like a week or so ago? I'm dealing with this financial thing. I have to get a whole new car. I'm trying to move my family. And you just so airy, spacey, whatever is going on. You don't even care about, what is it, the livelihood, the mental space that your contractors are in to be able to perform, right? So I'm just trying to, update her. This one time I took her to the side after the car situation and all that had happened. And I'm trying to just talk to her kind of in the secluded area of the garden after practice had happened. And she's just like looking off into space. She sees some random person walking. Oh, that's one of my interns. I'm actually supposed to be braiding their hair. You got too much going on. I'm right in your face trying to tell you that my family almost, and you talking about you need to braid somebody's hair. So we see why she actually got fired or something had happened, and she just tried to abruptly leave and like just leave the program and let it die. Why didn't you tell me? I actually had people contacting me. I'm here at the garden, but it's not happening. I'm like, I just found out it was canceled. Now it looks unprofessional on me. So black people doing business in Milwaukee, it's never been professional. I haven't had a good experience, and so just be weary with that. Um, I had notes. Let me check in my notes real quick. Did I hit everything? Um, there's gonna be a craft room tour. So this is my craft room. I'm not showing you everything. There's boxes literally behind y'all. So I have most of the stuff set up. I had to break my craft table, that big old craft table that I usually do in my rugs and my Cricut stuff on. We're gonna try to put that together maybe today or tomorrow because we need to get that cracking. I've been doing a lot of needling, so I learned that skill. I was so thrilled when I learned that skill because it's basically making a rug, but you can do it by hand without electricity. You don't even need a tufting gun. So, if you've been seeing on my Confidential Goods craft page and website, I've been making like a lot of coasters and stuff. I have a market coming up September 22nd in South Milwaukee, and I've been posting it on my Facebook and on my Instagram. I need to make a post for that now that it's September, and now I can recalibrate myself because it's been too much going on. But now I was able to make some flyers I'm going to hang up for our events. It may be backwards. Hopefully I got a good camera that'll focus. This is the address. We're in South Milwaukee. It's called the Flipside Festival of Arts. Festival of the Arts. That's the address in South Milwaukee. My bad. Um, it is now September. I wasn't, we had too much going on. I had to move on the 1st, and I usually send my newsletters out on the 1st. But what we have going on at Confidential Goods, hit me up. It's not updated on the website, but if you do stop in at the market in person to shop with me, we're having a buy two, get one free back to school stationery special. So if you buy 2 stickers, or you can mix and match and buy some bookmarks, some buttons, some prints. Buy 2, you'll get like the cheapest one free, right? That's how most big box stores do it. But we have that deal going on, and then this is in October. We're having a boo bash, so I think they're going to do some trick or treating. That's the last event. It's going to be happening at the market. October 27th, 10 to 5 p.m. at the market. But yes, we're going to be more consistent with our videos. There's going to be a craft tour. But I had 2 stories. I have 2 more stories, and then I'll let y'all go. About living in the hood. After the car, no, not even before the car. It was after the car got stolen. This is a life skill for anybody new or anybody new to driving, or maybe you've never had this advice given to you. Purchase your car insurance 6 months in advance. Car insurance is a scam, and I've been doing like a lot of like little videos, but I need this to be in a long video so it could stay. It's easy to find. Car insurance is a scam. Purchase your car insurance 6 months in advance because they're going to ding you every time for an installment pay, an installment fee, or whatever it is. And you end up paying probably not even a couple dollars. It could range from whatever to a couple $100 more for you think you're saving money. I only have a small bill each month. Pay it off. Don't worry about it until 6 months later. Because if I were to stay in the hood with the new car we got, this is a used car, by the way, but with this new car that my family has got, they were prepared to charge me over $2,000 for my 6 month renewal, and it would have been like $400, and they got the tax on it, so a little over $400 a month I would have to pay. That's insane. When I moved to this new neighborhood, as soon as we got the lease and all the paperwork and you have been approved, I transferred my address over. My insurance dropped $2,000. They knew that was silly. That was stupid. So I only paid like $600 for 6 months. That's $100 a month. Not bad. Two people on the insurance. You know how they be playing the games. However many people are in the house have to be on the insurance. Okay, fine. But that's not bad. $600 for about $100 a month is paid off. Don't got to worry about it until 6 months later. And then that gives you time to actually save and prepare. My second and last story I'm going to tell y'all. The garbage lady. This is crazy. So if you've been on my TikTok, Ashlee Tuck, you already heard this story. If you've been on my Instagram, you already heard this story before. But there's plots of land. So we have a garage, right? And then to the side, there's a plot of land. This is in the alley. Across from the alley are the other garages, right? There's another plot of land. So you can use your neighbor's plot of land just to pull your car in because you got to angle it in. And we have a big SUV now. So we have to fold the mirrors in, and you actually have to have somebody else stand out and try to help you get the car in, right? So you can back out on your neighbor's plot of land to, you pull in, back it up, and then angle into your garage. This lady got so mad. I'm pretty sure she just assumes, because that's how Milwaukee people are. They just assume the worst, that you're just plotting and doing something crazy. I'm minding my own business. There were some trash cans blocking the plot of land so we could back the car up. So I get out. I just move the trash cans, not even too far, pull the mirrors in, and I start helping. It's a ghetto garage. It's not even electric. I had to pull the garage up and then help my husband in. But before I even walked over, I think I was messing with the trash cans just for a hot second. Excuse me. Like, what did you think? Did you think I was moving the trash cans to park my nice car outside in Milwaukee? You gotta be out your mind. That's why we had a garage. We thought that was safety. You're not safe in Milwaukee. You're not. I was just backing the car. My husband was backing the car up, and I helped him get it in the garage. I didn't even pay attention to what she had to say. Did you notice? Because we had a Ring camera the camera faces the garage, so we can see the alley. Did you know somebody used your plot of land? Because you think people are me. Look at me. Who am I trying to fight? You probably thought I was going to leave my car there. Oop, hold on. Okay. You probably thought I was going to leave my car there overnight. Did you see the RAV4 that parked in your lot? Probably not, because he pulled off after probably 5 hours. He left in the early morning. He parked late at night and left in the morning. I ain't never seen that car parked in the front of your house, and they don't even use their drive or their garage. So why are you even worried about the back of your house? You think I'm messing with your trash cans? You think I'm throwing something in your trash cans? I'm not doing that. Because that's ghetto. Using other people's trash cans, it's ghetto. And the fact that the trash cans don't belong to you, they belong to the city. That's wild. But you can keep that anger and just don't let it go. Stay over there with that mess. But anyway, family's moved. We're still moving stuff in. I'm gonna have to put this craft table together. We are safe. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for just staying up to date with us. we're going to get back to our regular content, and I'm very excited. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.